you crooked? There we go. I think that's better. Okay. Eeny,
meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by his tail. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny. I can't do it. Can you tell I've never done this before?
I think the problem is that I'm recording on my phone. So I'm looking at myself, trying to talk to myself.
Right now I'm recording on my iPhone, so the quality's not so great, that's kind of why. And the lighting is crappy. It's fine for now, it's fine for first video. First videos are supposed to be crappy, didn't you know?
Hi, I'm Sarah Sutton. You probably would only know me from Twitter, maybe, from the Twitter writing community. That's kind of what I'm most active on. But it's nice to have you here for my first ever writing video. And I thought about doing the author tag, but since I decided to kick off the new year, I thought, you know, maybe I could share my resolutions with you guys. So let me get that to my... I'm not prepared. Did you notice I'm not? I feel like everybody in the new year wants to revamp themselves in a way that they're totally different from before. And I ended 2018 with a pretty strong mindset. I don't know what it was. I just felt confident and ready to kick off 2019 with a bang. I did some plans for work that would give me more writing time. I was neck deep in book edits for beta read from people who asked me to beta read for them, and it was just a grand time. It was a time where I felt truly inspired about what this new year could bring and what I want of it. If you're wondering why I have a sweater on and a jacket, it's because I'm freezing. I'm a naturally cold person anyway, but I have a writing shed outside and it's winter time, so it's very cold. I have a heater running so that you might be able to hear that. I actually didn't think about that.
Let me figure out
So if you can, I apologize. I have a piece of paper in front of me, but it's not the extensive list, so. Okay, so my goal number one, and for a guideline for my goals, I don't let myself make goals where other people have an influence on them. Like, say I wanted to reach 400 subscribers on my author blog. I can't physically hit that number, like, unless I decided to make 400 email accounts and then had them all subscribe to the blog, which is counterintuitive and would take me forever. So, you know, those kinds of goals that I can't reach on my own, I'm kind of straying away from this year. Last year I made some goals like that and they just didn't work out, and I found myself really frustrated over it. In 2019, it's gonna be a good year. I feel it. No negativity, only positivity. So goal number one, I want to publish my novel. I have a novel, I have one that's ready for publication, and I'm trying to go the traditional route. It's called Hitting a Home Run. It is a young adult contemporary romance novel, and I started that after the summer after I graduated. So it's been finished for about a year now? No, I don't know. But that's my goal, to publish that novel. I'm trying the traditional route. We'll see where that goes. It's a long process, as y'all know. So yeah, so that's goal number one, publish a novel. I have one that's coming up. It's a young adult fantasy. I don't know. People always say that you shouldn't cross genre publish. You know, you should wait someone said a few years before you publish a novel in a different genre, and I don't know. I mean, pros and cons.
This is not that kind of a deal.
Goal number two, travel. 2018, I don't think I traveled at all. I maybe crossed the border into Ohio. It was a pretty lame year when it comes to getting on the road, seeing things, that sort of stuff. And everybody wants to travel. I've always loved traveling. We used to go to Mexico. We went on cruises. I went to New York with my brother about a year ago, and that was really great. So this upcoming year, I've got 3 places that I want to travel. I was thinking Florence, London, and Paris. And yes, those are all very touristy, cliche spots. Judge me. I want to go. Number 3, finish at least 2 books. And this means, well, 2 manuscripts. This kind of means more like this past year I've written 4 books, which sounds insane, by the way. Crazy to think about because, I don't know. But I only ended up fully editing 2 of those books. The other 2 have been just sitting in the back burner waiting for me to pick them up and go back at them again. And it's kind of not a waste, because obviously I'm going to go back at them for them someday, but I think I just want to stick with what I've got. You know what I mean? I don't want to start something new until I've edited it out, sent it to my beta readers, you know what I mean? I just feel like, that's the goal. 2 finished and edited manuscripts. Goal number 4, build up my savings account. And I have a number that I want to build it up to, but obviously I'm not gonna share it here. But now that I'm turning 20 in April, I feel like it's just time for me to buckle down and build it up, because your girl needs money. Your girl's broke. Number 5 was make money with writing, and that counts as a goal that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that I'm going to need somebody's help to achieve. Like, obviously I'm gonna have to have a buyer to I look like so I'm taking this off. Brief pause. Okay. Obviously I'm gonna have to have a buyer to buy my writing. So that's kind of a goal that I'm not too crazy about, but it would be nice. You know, I'm not gonna deny it. It would be nice. Number 6 is to get healthier. And what is a goals list without the words healthy? I know. Ew. But, you know, since Christmas, I got a lot of candy for Christmas. I spent past 5-6 days eating candy for dinner, so I think it's about time that I buckle down and be an adult. Yeah, fun. Number 7 is to grow my Fiverr business. And for those of you who don't know, I beta read and proofread manuscripts on Fiverr.com. What's the word? Website for freelancers, I think. People can go and find services that you want. This isn't sponsored. I mean, I bet y'all knew this wasn't sponsored. It's whatever. But like for videos, books, that sort of thing, you can get covers. I had my cover for Sleight of Hand designed on Fiverr, so that was, I keep looking at my face. This entire video is going to be me looking at my face and not the camera. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Number 8. I want to learn more about the craft of writing. I've never thought about growing my writing as a goal, because obviously you want to grow your writing. You don't want to stay stagnant all the time. But there's this website called Udemy, that I've been looking at lately, and I used a few classes on them last year, and they're really good classes on copy editing, creative writing, world building. And so this year I want to make it a goal to do at least like 2 a month or something. They cost like $10. It's not bad. Number 9 is to read at least 1 book a month. 2018 was a terrible year for reading. Like, hands down, terrible. I think the only books that I read that were new, Queen of Air and Darkness, when that came out last December, and then what's that book? Restore Me, part of the Shatter Me series. It's really good. But other than those 2 books, I just reread books the entire year. And yes, that's nice, but for the books, but there are books that I've read, and I know them like the back of my hand, and so I'm not getting anything new not getting any new content into my brain. So that's a goal for me, to read at least one book every month. So by the end of the year, fingers crossed, I'll have read at least 12 books. Oh my gosh, that sounds so pathetic. And number 10 is to release all negativity. I'm gonna admit, it's really, 2018 was great. I'm gonna be honest, I let negative things and negative people get under my skin fairly easily. I don't know why I do that. I know it after the fact more. And I want to get a handle on it this year. I let stupid things flip my world upside down and steal my joy, and I think that's something that I need to leave behind in 2018. To live in the moment, let the rough stuff roll off my back, and just embrace people's differences and see the different points of view and just be me. I've been so afraid to be myself for so long. I wouldn't post on social media because I was too afraid that no one would like my posts. Like, what kind of negativity is that? I don't need it. That can stay in 2018. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I'm a really quiet and reserved person anyway. And a lot of writers just like to keep to themselves, and that's me. I don't like to tell people what my book's about. Like, I'm so afraid that they're going to judge me or give me like the "you write that" kind of face, and that's pathetic. I shouldn't try to cater how I act and who I am to the thoughts and opinions of somebody else. I shouldn't let their negativity weigh me down. So that's what 2019 is. 2019 is just taking all that irritation and annoyances and just burying it in some deep, deep grave and never looking at it ever again. Because who needs it? Not me. Not me. I'm going to admit, I made this 2019 goals list like yesterday night, last minute. I'm not much of a bullet journal, write it down, live by it kind of thing. I kind of think those things are cliche because whenever I make goals, I don't usually stick to them. And like I said, I think that's kind of because the goals I was making, it was like, buy this, buy that, have somebody buy your book, have some major publisher, publish your book. And I have no control over whether some major publishing company wants to buy my book, publish my book, So why make a goal that I myself can't achieve? And I think that's why they just always fell flat, and I always dropped off because it was nothing I could challenge myself with. You know what I mean? It's not my fault my book isn't marketable. You know what I'm saying? So I think this year is gonna be my year because I can plan my travel. You know what I'm saying? I can write and finish 2 manuscripts. I can publish a novel. I can self-publish a novel. I've been watching Sarah Cannon's self-publishing videos for like ever and trying to soak up all the knowledge that I can. And I can read a book a month. I know I can. I read like 100,000 word manuscripts in 2 days when I work for it. I know I can read a book a month. I could read 3 books a month. Okay, wait. That might be pushing it. I don't know. I'm running around in circles now, but these goals are attainable, and I'm just feeling so pumped for this new year. And I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are just so excited for what gifts this year has to give us and what experiences we're gonna see and learn and live and love. I wish I could just like give to you all of my happiness and excitement, but I can't. But hopefully you can get something from this video if you're watching it, which you're probably not, but even if nobody watches this, this is my first YouTube video, and I'm pretty dang pumped about that. Yeah. So look out for my author tag, which I will be doing soon. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you have any video ideas for me, because I could use all the help that I could get. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Well, was that a train wreck or what? Is my eyeliner even? I don't think so.